here just kind of drumming on about things. Does he really have anything to say? It's January 25th. It says January 25th.
Yeah, they just had that to it. It says live now.
Oh, okay. So picking up your lab, that's pretty sensitive microphones. So that's a live picture, and now my live voice. Now, click on your. Yeah, you can't prove. You can't prove who all was here.
So you want to.
Alright, I'm no expert on YouTube. Alright, so I'm back. This is live, January 25th, but we think it's the real deal. Okay. Now I wonder if we're going to get feedback because we have this in here with these. Alright, so are you hearing me talk? Which I guess is the only noise happening right in here. So maybe I need to make sure that I'm still speaking at my normal volume instead of speaking louder so that we can go across louder. But I assume you can hear when it goes up and down on your headphones. I'm going to test some other microphones. So now I'm in the middle of these. And that would be broadcast only. So let me turn my headphone off. Now I'm just using these sound mics here. How does it sound? Sound using just the mics that are broadcasting and not working inside. Is it still too low? Video Dave's text. He said, well, I turned that off following, but it'll come back on, and that way it doesn't. So, here's Bill's microphone that they said they couldn't hear on, but I think if you pull it down right here, you should be able to hear it going across the microphone. Now, obviously, it's better if you're up close. These are designed to be spoken to, not in the vicinity of. So, even if you're doing a fake meal, you're getting down close to that microphone.
I've got my laptop all the way.
And it's still not loud.
No,
It's got to be that broadcast.
it's gotta be the machine.
The machine?
Mine, yeah.
Your laptop?
I think,
Well, but how can it be your laptop, Beth's computer, Donna's television? And yet, somebody else like Craig said he could hear it fine. But you were wondering something about, login direction. Was there a difference in login? I do think it's all across the board. Some people go straight to YouTube and log in, some follow the link. But the more I look at it, it appears the link just takes you to that page.
it does.
So you're still just logging on YouTube. And you
Right.
click on it.
But there's a YouTube volume setting, there's a computer volume setting.
Right.
Two different places.
And I know that
Mine are all the way up.
Craig went and tried to work with Beth, and he said he worked on some of the volume control. I don't know that he was clear on both.
I'm gonna push this up a little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead and really push it up into the. I know we might have to deal with that buzz, and maybe there's a separate way to deal with the buzz.
Well, I wonder if we get a buzz online. It's just in the head.
Well, who knows? So right now, I'm just trying to use the broadcast microphones. Mine's turned off. So I'm using that, trying to push it up as far as you can get. Oh yeah, I can hear the computer now. There's a delay. That's interesting. There's a delay if you keep going. So you got that too loud. Now back it off a little bit to get rid of your distortion. So I'm a little worried that you are getting feedback having your computer next to the microphone.
We're getting something.
If you're creating anything with the system designed to avoid, you've brought the microphones and the speakers together. You're going to have to go outside. Out of the doors. That should be cut back at some. So
You said that focus right up too high.
well, you might have that now. But bringing your laptop in, and that's what I was worried about. I don't think I said it the other day, but one of the reasons I made me thought about. Anyway, the whole reason that these microphones don't play in the church is because that would create it. So by bringing, focus right may be way high because I can still hear your laptop out there. So now we're going to back up a little bit. But yeah, you really can't. Now, you could probably plug a headphone into your laptop.
That's what I was getting ready to do.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's a delay, but so if I stop talking, I can hear your laptop. I can't tell what I'm saying, but we've definitely affected the volume. Do I need to keep talking because you're adjusting the volume?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so now while I'm talking, because you're looking to see if the labels dropping back down into the green a little more, away from the red and the yellow.
I got this gain up over here.
So you're controlling two different places, the gain up over there, plus you're controlling, that's the broadcast that you're using the mouse for?
Yeah.
Okay, and again, I'm not surprised that we've got those off a little bit over the last few weeks of trying to experiment with this one. But at least now maybe the headphones will show you that. And I didn't hear, of course there was so much feedback I couldn't tell, but I didn't hear the buzz over your laptop.
No, I think we're just hearing right here.
So that's actually interesting and good to know. Just remember that buzz is could be just a buzz from being too much in the electronics. And you're setting your set of headphones and you got all these electronics going around you.
I'm gonna see if I can hear the buzz with this thing.
And with that, you can probably bring it upside down. Bring it in slowly when you bring your ears out.
Yeah.
So now I really would like to have the organ up and running, even if I can't play it, because I'm really very curious now if we've got the gain turned up so high that the gain might overwhelm everything on there, and we try to focus right down. I think we've got to find a balance in the two. Maybe it's just turning the gain down a little bit, but how does somebody sitting at the table able to adjust it? Are headphones true to helping us hear what's going? Because we can't have somebody sitting on a laptop somewhere trying to record us. So how does it sound with your headphone?
I hear just a little bit of buzz,
Yeah.
but what you?
This delay is weird. I'm sitting here staring at you at the laptop and you're way over there.
You know what? Go ahead.
Okay, so now I'm back to talking so you can check with your headphones to see how it's sounding. I got a text, that's Ann, and the keys are in the black eye case. I saw that case open, I thought, well, maybe that's it. I just didn't go ahead and open it. So, I'm telling you, got it. All right. So now I'm all the way over here. My microphone is still off, so we're still just relying on the broadcast mics. So you hearing?
You what? I can hear you.
So my microphone's still off, so I'm way over here. It's still just the broadcast mics that are carrying it out.
Yep.
So you think it sounds pretty good?
Yeah, it's hollow because the place is different.
All right, so must be another button. Unless this thing turned off. Yeah.
That's the one thing in the church I don't know anything about.
What this button does. Pedals. I think that cranks up the, well, it did turn on power to it. And I wonder if it didn't start up the elbows. There's got to be another microphones are very sensitive. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and it's good the people at home feel of being here. So, all right, show me the adjustment we made on the computer. I know we need it over there.
I'll just do it right now for now.
Could you use that blue thing right there? Okay. So my guess is we have to strike some balance between the gain button over there, which is the input, and that button, which is the broadcast. And again, maybe that's what happened. Maybe David was working on that. One of those with the green. Maybe he was working on that one with the green, and turn brightness around. So we'll see. We should be starting to get some people online here. Okay, so can you look on there and tell me you have people signed on?
One viewer.
That's just you.
Yeah. Says it's live.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Well,
We saw it a minute ago.
yeah, but I'm wondering if people get thrown off by that January 25th date. I told Craig to call me, which may create. Hey, Craig.
Hello, we're there.
Okay, did you get signed on? It's running live.
Did I say we're there or we're here?
I'm here, you're there.
Yeah. Okay, is anything happening yet?
Yeah, it's signed on live. It does say January 25th, but if you look closer, it says live today.
Yeah, mine says January 25th, but.
Yeah, click.
He's on the 23rd.
23rd.
Go to the
Yeah.
25th.
Yeah, go to the 25th.
Go to the 25th.
And right now, it is broadcasting. The only thing, and it's a delay, so you're not going to get the same thing here on your phone.
Okay.
But
Well, I have it up too. Let's see.
so, and I'm not on my live headset. You should be just picking up the noise from the speaker, broadcast microphones.
Yeah, the service hasn't started yet. Yours is when they have like that. Yeah, they haven't come in yet. No one's come in yet.
Okay, so,
Nobody's supposed to be.
But her sound is really good for the background noise.
yeah, there you go. So you say you can't see the camera, or you can't hear me?
Say it again.
Are you saying you can't see the camera, or you can't hear me?
No, I can hear you through my phone, through my speaker phone.
Right, but you're not getting anything in the broadcast.
No, there's nothing yet in the broadcast. They haven't come in yet on either. Why is that? Oh.
Well, we've been broadcasting for 20 minutes.
Okay.
That sounds like me.
We hear you talking on the broadcast.
Okay, so that's just using the broadcast microphones. Now it sounds like you're getting a little bit of screeching.
Dawn says she has a song like that.
Okay, ask her how it sounds.
Well, we sure hear the screeching real loud.
Well, I think that may be caused by having my phone open on speaker. We may have to communicate by text. So I'm going to hang up on you. Text me and tell me how it's going.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't complete that circuit in any way.
Yeah. And those things are so sensitive.
Unless you got to have your iPad.
Yeah. We have five concurrent viewers, so they're connected. Me and 4 others.
Swell is top name great. Swell is top menu, great is lower menu. Got to push stops down on the top of the organ for sound. Hear the chimes.
Yep.
Can you text them and ask if they're hearing how it's happening? Okay, so this sounds good. Okay, for those of you that are watching, I've now switched over to my microphone. So please text us and give us feedback. Is it good? Is it too loud? The only thing I don't think we're going to be able to do is do anything about the organ. I tried my best and can't figure out how to turn the whole thing on. So it's very, my coverage is very loud in the church, which might be okay. In the broadcast, again, it goes through the system for this as well as these microphones. So I guess the question to those of you that are on the text chain, does it sound better than it did last Sunday? So I'm waiting to text, especially from Craig and Beth. You want me to say something so you can see? Yeah. Donna says, can adjust sound on my iPad better for sure. And I see we're really, with me talking, we're really pushing well into the yellow, not quite the red. So what we probably would do is take the gain down a little bit on mine. 8. So priest, if we just pull that down a little bit, is that changing over there? Not going quite into the yellow. It's still not really into the yellow. We'll come down more. Is it still into the yellow? I can't hardly hear it inside the church, so we must be making some difference. Let me go back out here. So that did adjust. So I can still, out here amongst the speakers, I can hear me fine. And Donna says really have to concentrate on the speaking part. So that's, Donna, you're saying when I use my microphone, it's up and down? Like for instance, I talk softer sometime and loud? Craig says, pretty good to hear at Beth's loudness-wise, but a little hard to understand. Huh. So it's not a matter of whether I'm talking lower or louder, it's a clarity. Before, it was just picking up from the broadcast microphones, but now I've got my microphone on to see if that's better as far as understanding. Not the sound, just the clarity, Donna says. Okay.
That helped. Go keep talking. I just made an adjustment over here on the button.
All right, I'm going to talk some more because Mark said he made the adjustment over there to see if that makes any difference on clarity. So, anybody notice any difference? Now it's just quiet. I got nothing to say, surprisingly. You didn't think a priest or a lawyer would ever admit to having nothing to say. Oh, so much better.
Okay.
Oh, that's Donna, much better. Okay, good. So what did you adjust?
I pulled down the focus right on this, and I adjusted that just a little. It was, when you're talking, it's getting almost red over here, so I pulled.
So you reduced the gain, which is on the red box, and
I reduced the.
and you increased or reduced the broadcast level.
I reduced it just
Okay.
a little.
So I think that's probably what's going on. So the gain in the red box, that gain is, as my understanding goes, limited understanding goes, that's how much it picks up. The gain is picking it up. So if you have a real high gain, it's grabbing every piece of sound it can get.
Yeah.
The lower gain, then the slide that you're using on the computer is the broadcast level. So if you had gain way too high, you could turn broadcast level down, and it might help the sound level, but that might be where the distortion or the clarity was wrong. So again, we're back to striking a balance. Once we strike a balance on those two, we need to figure out how to set it or write it down or record it so that everybody knows what to do. So, okay, trying the reader seat. So I assume you mean where Bill was reading the psalm last time, so I'm going to turn off my microphone because otherwise you won't be able to tell. Now I'm just talking from the prayers of the people bench, and we do know for a fact that that's a very sensitive microphone, so obviously if I get right down on the microphone, it's plenty loud. If I'm sitting straight up and I've got the microphone aimed at me and it's more than 6 to 8 inches, you really can't hear much.
That's good.
You can hear good from here? Mark on the headphone says it's good. What if I get down like this? Better? Worse? Better or worse if I'm down closer? Or the same as if I'm back here?
Let's see.
Alright, so Mark says no difference. And Donna says can hear fine. Alright, let me go over and try the other one. So we really don't use that microphone. And so now I'm over at the lectern. The lectern is on. We're not getting any radio station, so that's a good start. And microphone is reasonably close. Craig says Beth's volume is still good, but still not very clear. Huh. Clear as in you can't understand me when I'm talking from the lectern? Craig? I know there's enough delay that I can ask the question, we have to wait for you to hear it and respond. And also, Craig, do you have your iPad with you? Are you listening to both? Donna says a little difficult. Craig says yes, not garbled, but unclear. Huh. All right. Well, that one maybe we'll have to consult with the sound folks.
So that one's not good.
Yeah. Craig, can you tell me and Donna both, are you talking about a difference at the lectern than it was when I was at the prayer bench? Or is it really the same?
Oh, we changed it.
We have messed with some settings. The only setting we messed with the soundboard was mine, the priest microphone, which we just pulled back a little bit. And I'm not really sure it would have made a difference. You probably made more of a difference on the slide or the gain. And Craig says it's about the same. So it's not an individual microphone as it is some other universal setting, I guess. So is Beth's working at an ability that she can actually watch it, or is it still just unable to use? Craig? I don't know why the slide would affect garbled. Don wants me to read something. All right, your wish is my command. Our first reading is from the book of Exodus. Moses came down from Mount Sinai. As he came down from the mountain with the 2 tablets of the covenant in his hand, Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone because he had been talking with God. Craig says, can watch great, but can't pick up every word. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, the skin of his face was shining, and they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called to them, and Aaron and all the leaders of the congregation returned to him, and Moses spoke with them. So now I'm going to switch over to just speaking like I was reading the gospel. Afterward, all the Israelites came near, and he gave them in commandment all that the Lord had spoken with him on Mount Sinai. When Moses had finished speaking with him, he put a veil on his face. But whenever Moses went into before the Lord to speak with him, he would take the veil off. Donna says, good sound, how far away are you? Well, when I was speaking at the lectern, I was within probably 8 inches of the microphone. And Craig says, that's good, slight echo. So right now I'm not using my mic. You say better with the mic, that's just using the area mics. Here's actually my microphone. So this is using the priest mic. Before the Lord speak with him, he would take off the veil until he came out. And when he came out and told the Israelites what he had been commanded, the Israelites would see the face of Moses, that the skin of his face was shining, and Moses would put the veil on his face again until he went in to speak with him. The word of the Lord. That's the end of priest microphone. So obviously that is right at my mouth, within an inch. And Donna says, get both yours and area mics. So Craig, Mark is talking about 2 volumes, a volume on the computer and a volume on YouTube itself. Have you tried changing both of those for Beth?
So in their case, if they're watching on TV, they on the remote TV.
And Craig says he's tried both of those. I think she's watching on the computer.
Oh, she is.
Donna is on the TV and iPad. So Donna, you're saying you think that everything's good with yours. And while I'm waiting for a response from Donna, Craig, my question out to you is, okay, so Donna's on the regular YouTube and iPad. Sounds good. All right. So Craig, my question to you is, are you looking at Beth's computer and do you have your iPad too? And if so, which one's better? Donna says did not go to a specific channel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think Mark knows what you mean. So I wish we could play the organ to see if, because that's what I think is going to be affected by the gain. But I don't think that's going to happen today. We may have to. Mark, are you here on Sunday? Yeah, that's right, we talked about it. And Craig says much better on iPad. So Craig, I don't know what to say other than I just don't know if there's an issue with the computer or not. I know that Penny's coming in. She needs to know that she's on live TV and sound in case she's going to dance down the hall. So it seems like we've got things fixed with Donna. We've got things much better on the iPad. So we've narrowed it down to just Beth's machine. I don't know. I think Beth said she had an old iPad. I don't know if she ever tried to watch it on the old iPad. And I see from Craig now, Beth may need another iPad. Yeah, that would be my suggestion, and I think she's got a couple kids coming in this weekend. Maybe you could ask for an earlier Easter present or something, if they would help her get another iPad. I know she had an old one. I don't know if it's worth trying to sign on YouTube with it, Craig. I'll leave that up to you. Donna, is there anything else you can think of that we can do for your sound? And I don't believe there's anybody else on besides Donna, Craig, and Beth. So if anybody else is on there, please speak up. Donna says, and again, I can control sound with iPad and could not last week on TV. So I'm going to take it that Donna's good. Craig's done probably all I can do with Beth. Craig's iPad's working. Mark, your laptop here's. We can check it real quick. I can see Penny.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I'm talking now so that I can check Mark's iPad. All right, I'm going to do it again because I'm going to try to adjust the volume on Mark's iPad.
I want you to try the seated mic again.
Yeah, I can hear on Mark's. Craig says, will you try seated mic again? Sure will. Let me turn off the priest one, which is in my pocket. And now, I'm going to start reading from here, just sort of setting back like I would say if I was reading here in sort of that fake Episcopal kneel. The Lord is king, let the people tremble. He is enthroned upon the cherubim, let the earth shake. The Lord is great in Zion, he is high above all peoples. Let them confess his name, which is great and awesome. He is the Holy One. Now for the next three verses, if I was kneeling down close, which is awkward, so we'd have to figure out something, but here we go, close. Verse 4. O mighty King, lover of justice, you have established equity. You have executed justice and righteousness in Jacob. Proclaim the greatness of the Lord our God, and fall down upon his footstool. He is the Holy One. Moses and Aaron among his priests, and Samuel among those who call upon his name, and call upon the Lord, and he answered them. So, Craig, the question to you would be, which was better, verses 1 through 3 or 4 through 6? Donna says great both ways. Craig says pretty good, exclamation point. So, Craig, can you think of anything else we can do to try to help Beth adjusting from this end before we decide I might need a computer? Can you try pulpit? Yes. So, Craig, the other question to you is, have you signed on any other YouTube, like, I don't know, something from Top Gun? Just try that on, see if you get any other YouTube broadcasts on this. Okay, so here I'm back to the lectern. You said you try the pulpit, so you want me to go to the pulpit with my microphones to the lectern. Okay, here I go. Okay, now I'm at the pulpit with my microphone. Moses came down from Mount Sinai. As he came down from the mountain with the 2 tablets of the covenant in his hands, Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone, because he had been talking with God. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, the skin of his face was shining, and they were afraid to come near him. All right, I see you say that. That's good. Mark's watching something else. Mark, can you hit the reset so that it'll take my microphone back to where it was? In the top left-hand corner, you see B00. Push that, and then about in the middle, you should see a reset. Sort of the middle of the screen. Recall. And when you push it, you should actually see, slide move. Okay, I'm coming down. I think we have determined that we really do need a light over here in the sound system. It's just a little bit dark. So you push up here, and then, but you have to sort of see that green and hit that recall. And if you notice, it moved that slide up just a little bit. So now we're back to my original presettings, which is a little louder, I can tell. And I like the sound of it louder. It's, like I said, it's probably really loud with nobody in here. Did it mess with any of your sound or anything? Going back, how's everybody think it sounds now? You restored the priest microphone to its original settings, which was just a little bit loud. So we got better, worse, the same. Donna says same. So again, I think that really does have more to do with the, Beth says real progress made, maybe good enough. Well, that's wonderful to hear. I'm still in favor of the new iPad, but that's just me, I'm an Apple guy. You heard in the sermon not too long ago that any good excuse to buy a new electronic is a good excuse. All right, well, I think maybe we've done all we can do. We've certainly educated. Donna says stop on her head. That's what I was just getting ready to say. Maybe we ought to stop here. Mark and I are a little more educated on the broadcast. The sound system still seems to be working solid. But like I said, if we do everything we do in the broadcast and we need to bring somebody in to tweak the sound, we will. But Mark and I have become a little more educated on the broadcast. And Mark, with whoever's scheduled to be there on Sunday, can maybe be close attention when the organ kicks in. So I would say both Beth, and you can keep this text chain alive with Beth and Craig. Donna, I'm hoping you'll be here. Beth and Craig, feel free to text this chain, because I won't have my phone with me, so it won't bother me, but Mark will. And so if you know that the organ, for instance, is overwhelming things, just text him on this chain and tell him that, and he can play with those a little bit. All right, thank you to both. We're going to sign off now. Goodbye. And we're off. On the broadcast anyway?
You what?
Are we off on the broadcast?